Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jack's on the channel, the Jaxster, and we're going to sleep. This is the Direwolf 1.18.20 pack, and I believe this is episode number 45. And yeah, we got a lot of monsters outside. Did we sleep all the way? Yeah, okay. I just like hanging out. Anyway, I don't know if I guys showed you guys the earth slime crystals, but they're only good for slime. You can break them down and you melt them, smelt them, or you can put them in the smeltery and they'll turn into slime for you, liquid slime. And then of course you can cook them or export them out into a basin and get slime blocks. So yeah, I put a door on this, move the wall back because for a little bit more room for those. And so things are a little bit crunched. And like I said, I wanted to move everything over to upstairs over there. So I think we'll break this down. Let's get our nice fancy wrench because it makes breaking things down and create much easier. Because when you break things, they should go right in. Yeah, they go right into your inventory. That chest won't, but that's not a crate item, so. Much easier to break down than it is to put back together. And of course, that's not an exact crate item. You can use anything for that. So I'll go ahead and break this down, and when I get done breaking it down, I'll be back. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together, and then I'll be back. And then we'll get on to what we're going to do with it today. Okay, guys, my mic, excuse me, my mic didn't record, and so I'm just going to do a little bit of a voiceover here and kind of show you what I'm doing here. I kind of thinking of it as I was building and trying to get this set up the way I want in this room. Crate actually makes you think quite a bit because all the different components that it has here, especially these different gears. And then we're getting to lay out our crushers. That's the main component we're going to be using for this episode that I wanted to have. And you can see it's going backwards, but I'm thinking, okay, it's not a big deal. We can reverse that with another gear. And then we need to take that back off and put another gear here. There we go. You see they're both going backwards from what they need to be doing because they need to turn into each other for crushing. So if we just add another one here, gearbox. I keep saying gears, but they're gearboxes. And these are horizontals. And double click here real quick. Now we got them going right. So we just need to place a chute to send the items down into it. There's other ways you can do. You can just drop items into these crushers and they'll crush too. But if you want to automate something, it's nice to have a chute there, and then we'll just place a chest on top. The other thing you got to worry about is you don't want anything going into those crushers that you want to keep, including yourself, because it will kill you or destroy anything that goes in there that doesn't have a recipe to be crushed. So let's set up our other system to build the craft items. This is actually pretty cool too, the way it crafts the items, and it's cool how Crate has its own power system. You know, it's not using RF or any kind of actually energy other than kinetic energy. I need to make the goggles. I haven't made the goggles for this either, so we can see the speed and everything. So now I'm working on getting power over to the mechanical crafters, or the kinetic energy to them. And you can see me kind of looking back and forth. I'm trying to think in my mind what I want to do here that'll work, because I can see that gear is not turning right. But now I just broke my crushers, so I've got to place that back. And just kind of redoing the same thing over and over a little bit here. So we'll make this a vertical. And that's not really where I need to have the vertical. I need to have the vertical behind that one, but I don't get to that until here in a few minutes. As you can see, I'm trying to rotate it, but it won't rotate the way I need it to rotate, because that's the vertical gear. But we'll make up some more components and stuff, and then we'll be able to have it. So you can see now, I think I put the mechanical, or the vertical gear back there now. And that's how you turn one that's vertical or horizontal to a vertical, or vice versa. You just put them into crafting. But I can see here that one's not turning, so that's not going to work. But I break that front gear so I can make sure that one's not turning, even though I can see it's not really turning. But so we really, I don't think I need to have the vertical gear here too. The top one's turning it, so. But sometimes you just got to step away and think about it. That's what I do anyway. So you see me get stone out here. I fill this in, and kind of taking my brain, giving my brain a little bit of a break, thinking about it. I'm looking around, and I have this spot up here where there's one of the little lights that's created from the mining gadget. So I need to get up there and fill it in. It's been irritating me for a while, so now that I'm thinking, trying to not think about what I need to fix the other issue, I'm going to jump up here and take care of it. All right, I'll be back here real quick when we get to the solution. Okay, now we're going to work on the washing system. I just switched around. It was going around backwards for the fan. It was actually sucking instead of pushing, or pulling instead of. So now it's working right. It was pulling instead of pushing. So that's the first part we need to get for what we're looking for to do, to be able to wash the gravel that's going to drop out of this system. And then we're going to place down a few a few pressure plates, and then that way it's going to hold in the water. So we'll need to get a couple buckets of water. Really only one is what we need, but go ahead and craft up some buckets. Always need some. A lot of machines take them now. So we'll get over here and grab some water, and we'll be back in just a second back over in our machines. So I need to set up the crafting of water buckets in the system. I just haven't done it yet. So I'm thinking that's kind of where I want the items to push back to. And I'm going to do a little bit of testing. Grab some cobble out. And the thing about testing this, sometimes you won't get anything when it converts after it turns into gravel. So you don't have only a percentage of getting either flint or iron nuggets. The good thing about this is the pressure plates aren't tall enough that they stop the items from blowing across the gravel. But it's which is kind of weird. It holds the water back. You think it would be the opposite, but you know. So I'm just throwing a couple pieces of gravel in to see how they do. The fan's washing fast enough. If the fan wasn't blowing that fast, it would take longer actually for those items to convert. And you'll see that here in a little bit, that they do convert pretty fast. So again, I'm just doing a little testing. That's kind of what I do. And then I'm gonna, let's see, right. Okay, and I guess now we need to figure out how we want to get it into the system. I'm thinking let's go ahead and use the refined storage system. So we just need to probably dig a tunnel over there to where our machines are. It's not very far away. And then we can use an importer or a couple to get the items that we want into the system. Mainly the iron nuggets is what I'm wanting, but so we'll just put a chest down here. My thinking is at this point that I can just probably use one, or that I can fit 2 brass funnels in, but that's not the case. It's not going to work in just that 1x1 area. So we'll go ahead and dig a tunnel over here and get our refined storage system connected. And I don't want to break those blocks up, so we'll just dig down. Starting to get a little bit dark. Yeah, I probably need to get some torches. One thing, I like to build so you guys see is you're not just looking at darkness. I always turn my video settings up to brightness, instead of moody for recording, because I could use probably some kind of filter or something to make it bright, but it doesn't look natural usually when you do that. It's kind of like having night vision on. And when I play Bedrock, sometimes I'll do that. I'll have night vision filter on, add on for it. It just makes it easier when I'm recording, so everything's able to easily see. And it doesn't affect it too much when on the Bedrock edition, but the Java Vision, if you have the night vision on it, it has particles and stuff. It just doesn't look very good. So I haven't actually used it in a long time, the night vision add-ons, because of that. And it actually started acting a little bit goofy even on the Bedrock edition. But anyway, let's get these items back over. Oh yeah, some more uranium. Like I said, I hate to look at the different blocks that we can use in the ground. I did do that over there when I was hooking up the extreme reactors, but usually if I see ore or something, I'll go ahead and mine it. Even copper. Well, I don't know why, but the game's got a lot of copper. I think they could have done a little redistribution and even had coal. Just add a little bit more coal. Get rid of a little bit of the copper. So I still got to dig my way out here. Since I took my double jump off my armor and everything. But I'm okay not having it, to be honest. Close this back up. And now we'll start testing and see how we're going to get the items in. So we got our importers. We can use those to get them into the system. But like I said, I think I'm going to use brass chutes. So let's do another cut and we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Looks like I got everything set up the kind of way I think it's going to work. So I got a chest for the flint and one for the iron nuggets. And I need to switch over from probably the chest up there and go ahead and put a cobble gen on top of it. I think that's going to work fine. And I think that's what we should do there. So let's go ahead and break this. So like I said, I don't want anything dropping down into the system and getting crushed or being lost. Wouldn't be a big deal if lost the chest. I wouldn't care about that. But cobble gen is not too bad at this time to make either, but still. So let's grab it. Like I said, I think I can just use the tier 1. Should be fine. So we'll just need a pillar back up here and place it. Yeah, if I can get this up here, maybe I want the pillar up. There we go. I think that might work actually. Yeah, there we go. So now let's just restore the power to it. You can't, there is ways to turn those off too. You can put don't remember the name of the item to do it, but there is something where you can turn off the power to it. I'll probably put that up, something like that later on. So the cobble's working pretty good, the cobble generator. You see it just converted there to flint. Looks like there's a couple pieces of iron too. Yeah, one or so. All right, well, we got to flint. We can see that, it's still working and everything. Now we need to make some the brass flutes. I'm just looking here to see the percentages of each item too. If we used different materials, we could still get iron nuggets, but I would just kind of want to do the passive system here. We're getting flint and iron. See, iron, you're only getting 12%, and the flint, you're getting 25% chance of it turning when you watch the gravel. So. All right, so the system works now. We just need to finish up getting it into the refined storage system. And I think I'll cut here again. Sorry guys for all the different cuts, but in this video, but there's things that I don't want to make the video super long, and instead of making it long, I just kind of make it a little bit more realistic for you guys. All right, I'm back again. I've done a little bit of testing, and the things that I had set up, the chest, the different ways didn't work right. So now I'm setting it up with a double chest and just having the flint, which, is less of a thing that I want on my list. And I'll put it in the first brass. I've got it set up to build the import into the system for the first brass funnel. And then the second brass funnel is set up. I'm going to set up for the iron nuggets. So we'll just need to get it out so we can set the filter for it and watch these guys as they come through. I think, yeah, it looks like he grabbed it. So he already went into the system fast enough. We didn't see him that time, but so I think this is going to work. I had a couple different iterations, and I was about ready to go look up some different way to do it, see if somebody had a video or something, but I got to thinking, well, just having in a row, it's washing fast enough, and then if I put the filter on the flint in the first brass funnel, then I should get my iron nuggets. That really is what I'm wanting. They'll end up with twice as many probably flint as we will with the iron nuggets. So if we miss out on a few pieces of flint, not a big deal. But we shouldn't miss out on iron because the way it's set up, that the refined storage cable there will stop it from going past the iron nugget brass funnel. And now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of encase the system, and this should make sure everything goes in there, because the items should drop down there exactly in the middle. When I was throwing things on there earlier testing, sometimes it'd be a little bit off to the left or the right. So there we go. We got some more items coming in, and yeah, there we go. So we got our nuggets. Looks like our block dropped down in there. Oh, do I have my? Yeah, I think I got it back on now. Okay. So watch it for just a few more minutes here. Yeah, I could speed that up there too. Add more couple gens, or add, I could put a couple of hoppers around there, probably 4 hoppers around with a couple gens on those, but I don't think it will actually speed it up. I might try it and test it later, but I think we got a good working system right now. The items are coming in. It's working the way I had it in my mind to work. So, and that's one of the cool things about Create. You can actually, work things up the way you want them. Kind of visualize something, because it's kind of like a little factory. And that's what a lot of people do, actually create for factories. They got, oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's watch these. Okay, so we got our flint. So I think it's working fast enough. I think we can say we got a good complete system now. So I think we'll end the video here, guys. I appreciate everybody working with me to get through this. I know this video was a little bit more kind of cut up than most. Usually we could just kind of work things through, but all right. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.